Today we're going to be talking about K-pop ticketing, but I have been living in Korea for a year and a half now, and I also have been to Korea many times in the past to attend concerts, so I think I kind of know a little bit about like the ropes of concert ticketing in Korea. So what I do want to start off with saying is that every single company is different. Every company does ticketing in a different way, and so you have to know what group you want to see in concert and what company they're under, because each company does things differently, each company uses different websites, and so I cannot speak on behalf of every single K-pop group in the entire industry. That would be a little bit extreme, but I do know like hype groups and SM groups pretty well, JYP groups as well, so I will speak on behalf of those groups, also YG groups as well, because I have done ticketing for Treasure. But basically how it works is there's always going to be a time where first they're going to announce the concert. When they announce the concert, they usually post like an information about the concert as well. And my first piece of advice for all of you is to please get fan club for whatever group you are looking to get into. My second piece of advice will be is that most of the ticketing happens on two websites. Now there are a lot of different websites in Korea, but the two that I know the most of and the two that I've used the most in my year and a half of living here are Interpark and Yes24. When these concerts start, they will post an announcement and saying that, you know, like fan club sales will be from this date to this date, general sales will be from this date to this date. Now I will say not every single group, but most groups do translate these notices, so don't get worried about that either. Like all you have to do is literally follow your faves on Twitter and just kind of look for when they're having these concerts and when they're having these announcements. Fan club ticketing is different from general ticketing. If you do not have fan club, you cannot do fan club ticketing. Now what's going to happen is they're going to tell you what day you need to do fan club ticketing, but before that day there's going to be fan club verification day. So basically all you need to do is just put your fan club number into that specific website on a specific day. And again, in the notices it will tell you all of this. But please note that if you have to wait for general ticketing, all of the good seats will probably most likely be taken already, because fan club gets priority seating. Fan club always gets the good seats. Now if it's a hype group, raffle gets the best seats. So you have to remember that order: raffle, fan club, general, or just fan club general. I've been ticketing obviously for a while now, so I will give you guys a piece of advice. Yes24, the global site, works so much better than the Korean site in my personal opinion. I know Interpark Global is not that good, but if I did have to pick a favorite, my favorite is ticketing on Interpark. I don't really like Yes24 because again, the payment options, if you guys do have that Korean phone number and you are using the Korean sites, Interpark has Kakao Pay, which is one of the easiest systems to use here, and Yes24 has Naver Pay. Naver Pay, I hate Naver Pay. I'm gonna tell you guys this, and I really don't hope anyone makes this mistake. Please, if you have a first name and a middle name, make sure on the first name slide you put your first and your middle. Has to be exactly like your passport or they will not accept you in. I will be honest with you guys, Korea is very extreme on like verification stuff, and so if your first name is on but your middle name is not, they will not let you in. And also if you make a membership account without your middle name but then you make an account on Interpark or S24 with your middle name, they will not allow it to be verified because you don't have that name. So again, if you guys have 2 middle names, 3 middle names, you need everything on these accounts, so please make sure to keep that in mind. And for everyone who's wondering, I just want to mention that they do have like a global booking. So like I said earlier, they do have global booking, so if you hit here, you don't even have to access this website at all in Korean. I just personally do because that's my personal choice, like I mentioned earlier. But if you click here, they do have global booking. Just remember, like I said earlier, if you try to authorize your fan club in global, you can only check out in global. If you authorize your fan club in Korean, you can only check out in Korean, and obviously Korean means you need like a Korean bank and all that stuff, but global you can use global cards. So just want you to keep that guys in mind. But yeah, ticketing starts in almost 2 minutes, which is really exciting, so let's see how it goes. I got floor. But yeah, as you guys saw, I got really good tickets to Stray Kids. I actually got second row. I am so excited to see them in September. I love you guys. I obviously love the Kooky app, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye everyone. Mwah.